Well, it's pretty cool because you always think that you can get to that point, you can get to that level. You always think like, oh, it's possible. You want to win every game that you play, but to actually go through with it and be at this point now is kind of a big deal for this community. They've been hungry for some good football, and I think we've given them that this year, and they're behind us. They're proud of us, but I'm really proud of our guys for fighting through a lot of adversity this year that not a lot of people know about. But it's really meant a lot to me and our staff to be able to coach these guys through all of that and still be able to be fairly successful so far this year. Absolutely, these guys, man, they play for each other. I think that's the other part of it that I always talk about. I told Sean a couple times when we've had some conversations that these guys play for each other. They're not about themselves, and that's really refreshing. I've been on staffs as an assistant. I've been the head coach of teams that maybe don't feel that way. And it's been tough in the past in those situations, but this team may not even be as talented as some teams I've had in the past. But I'm telling you what, they play for each other. They play hard. They play until the very last play, and they give everything they have, regardless of the score. Up by a lot, down by a lot. Tie ball game. They give me what they have. Those guys, they obviously do what they do, and they do it well. And we're looking forward to that matchup. It's always fun to play against teams that are really good. So we've relished the opportunity to play against the Thomas Dales, the Dinwiddies, the Hopewells, Glen Allens and stuff like that this year. We've really relished that opportunity. So we look forward to playing another really good team in Patrick Henry.
So you remind your kids that when both teams are good at what they do and there are no surprises, it just comes down to execution.
Absolutely. Execution's huge. We talk about it all the time. We talk about executing in the first half, finishing in the second half. That's been our thing all year long. So we really try to execute. We try to line up correctly. We try to do everything that we do, because it's no secret what we do either. You know what I mean? But what Patrick Henry does, what we do, it's all out there. It's not like somebody's going to come in with some gadget offense for an entire game. It's just not going to happen, or gadget defense for an entire game. We are who we are, both teams, two solid teams, and we look forward to that matchup. I know a lot of people are anticipating that one as one of the ones that are going to be a fairly close football game, and I would say that I think that's absolutely correct. I think it's going to be a good football game between two really good football teams.